My name is Adam Smith, and I own a design studio with my wife and partner Lisa Sove called Synecdoche Design Studio. Today we're going to go to Duo Security first in the Allmendinger building, which is a security tech company in a over 100-year-old organ factory in downtown Ann Arbor. So this is Duo. This is the first phase that we did on this project, and it was all about creating office, but also with conference rooms, with smaller phone rooms, with a small kitchenette. So each kind of group has its own elements to each space. So we put all the desks at the windows so everybody has natural daylight, all the conference rooms in the center. In each kind of office space, we wanted to create more silent areas since it is an open office. We wanted to create more areas where you could go and take your laptop or your work surface and go into a more acoustic, silent environment. One of the cool things we really enjoyed working on with this building, since it is so historic and it's been built up over the years, is the structure that's within it is actually built up with just 2x6s in the ceiling and floor. And this was built so that when they built old organs in here, it was strong enough to handle the extreme weight. And then as we work, we wanted to add in more green, more acoustic dampening devices, basically. So these moss boxes are actually acting to absorb sound as well. So they're soft, they'll absorb sound so that any open office space noise is actually getting bounced and trapped inside those. The kitchen we did as a large open space for everybody to come in and be able to eat or have also events, and to have just a communal space that people feel comfortable in, like it's any other coffee shop or space around town. So this is Nightcap, which is a modern cocktail bar on Main Street in downtown Ann Arbor. And for this, the whole idea was to make a cocktail bar that's local, but makes you feel like you've left Ann Arbor for the night. This used to be an empty space. It's very long, so we wanted to make an extremely large bar to sit at and walk around. So the main event is kind of the bartender creating drinks at the center. One of the main features, since it is such a long, narrow space, was we were left with this long wall. So we went through a bunch of ideas, trying to make a texture, create some sort of environment for the side of the wall. We went through, physical things, wood, all kinds of different ones, but we ended up just using light shining through the perforations to create shadows, to create different zones of light along the way. The entire ceiling is insulated with a acoustic insulation, so that's why we left it all perforated and open. We hate going to bars and having to scream at each other when you're sitting right across the table. So for the bathrooms, we wanted to create a different experience and have it be totally communal sink area with separate toilet rooms that are enclosed, and everything is totally neutral. There's no men's room or women's room. You can come in. We wanted to make this kind of dramatic surprise of a restroom and show it off instead of having it be left over as the last item to tackle in the project. This is as sanitary and as safe as any other space, if not more safe, because you have a totally private toilet room that has 4 solid walls, solid door. You have your own mirror and light, and it's a space that's equal for anyone. So that's Nightcap, and the next project is Blom Meadworks, which is a new meadery that's opening in a few weeks. So what we did here, we set up as a small tap room that you could fit 20 to 30 people in. You have space at the bar, there'll be tables in the back, there's lounge tables coming to the side, there's wall mount tables, so a couple different, again like the other projects, different seating experiences. We wanted the space to feel extremely light, but then put in different warm materials. So all the wood that comes in, the soffit that hangs in the ceiling, all the tables that are going to come in, the wall mount ones, the back bar shelving, all that wood comes actually from the owner's family farm up north. So it's all actually wood that's connected to them. But keeping it light and having pops of contrast of color was kind of the key here. So everything is airy space. That's kind of how the mead tastes. It's not heavy. It's not a heavy drink to have, and that's kind of what we wanted to reflect.
So for us, the design of the space was really important to incorporate several of the pieces that were important to us in the business, and then kind of tying in the history and like what we are. So the Scandinavian history, kind of that Scandinavian design that they're working with, and then tying in things like the natural wood from my parents' farm. That was really cool that they were able to do that and try and bring all those pieces together into the space.
Duo and Nightcap and Bløm are very different because it's all about how we work with the owners or with the clients. A lot comes from them. It's a long process of getting to know what the project is, what the end goal is, and it's the way we like to work.